Mic check, one, two, 1, 2, mic check. Here we go. This is the morning announcements with Bomani Armah on July 18th, 2023. We are pouring libations for Diahann Carroll, learning about the 5 P's of presentation with Drew Anderson, and watching an epic compliment battle between Baltimore's own Slangston Hughes versus Washington, D.C.'s Malpractice. Make sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Go to the video details for link for anything discussed in the show. Let's get started.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome everyone to the morning announcements. I'ma say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomani Armah. Shout out to early risers, I see who you are. My morning ritual, thanks for having me over. Start with audio visual dose of Sankofa. My favorite occasions a few moons away. I'm counting rotations to watermelon day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. 2 things that I want and 3 ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. 3rd thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace.
Alright, let's do the mic.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check. Welcome to the morning announcements with Bomani Armah on Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. I am Bomani Armah, and we are 17 days away from Watermelon Day at Sankofa. We are here to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Make sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. Shout out to my partners broadcasting the morning announcements, including Bloom Bar, Story Tapestries, and Sankofa Video and Books. Go to the link in the description to find out more. Let's get into our libation. Today's libation is for Diahann Carroll. Diahann Carroll, July 17th, 1935 to October 4th, 2019, an American actress, singer, model, and activist. Carroll was the recipient of numerous stage and screen nominations and awards, including her Tony Award in 1962, Golden Globe Award in 1968, and 5 Emmy Award nominations. Carroll was part of and a major figure during the golden age of Hollywood. Carroll rose to prominence in some of the earliest major studio films to feature Black cast, including the classic movie musicals Carmen Jones and Porgy and Bess. She received an Academy Award for Best Actress nomination for her title role in the romantic comedy drama film Claudine. Carroll's other notable film credits include Paris Blues, The Split, and Eve's Bayou. Let's hear this quote from Diahann Carroll. I had a mom and pop who kept telling me that I was wonderful at a very early age. So when someone said to me, "Oh, you're stuck up. Who do you think you are?" I'd say, I know who I am, and I don't mind being stuck up. Diahann Carroll. Let me read that again. I had a mom and pop who kept telling me that I was wonderful at a very early age. So when someone said to me, "Oh, you're stuck up. Who do you think you are?" I'd say, I know who I am, and I don't mind being stuck up. Diahann Carroll. I am just warning you. I am raising a house full of affirmed young people who know that they are brilliant, who know that they are loved, who know that they have a whole village who has their back. I love seeing young brothers and sisters speaking with confidence, especially about themselves. It always reminds me of Diahann Carroll. Thank you very much, John and Mabel Johnson, for nurturing such an amazing talent like Diahann Carroll. Her self-confidence is legendary, and she spent much of her time attributing that to her parents. Some people think that's overdoing it with your children, but your children will have the rest of the world against them. I am always going to be their mascot, their water boy, and their cheerleader, whatever it takes. When you're chasing the sun, you get a tan. I'll keep cheering you on if you need a fan. Let's pour libation for Diahann, John, and Mabel. We'll never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flames to flickers, we pouring out some liquor. With the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs, honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation is for one Miss Diahann Carroll. Thank y'all very much. We're coming up on a year of doing the morning announcements and doing these libations. I'm going to be doing a lot of the same people over again, but I'm going to be introducing some other people whose birthdays have landed on the same day. And I want to start recognizing more people in my community and people that you might know personally. And so if you go to the link in the description, you'll find something for a libation submission. Now, I'm looking for submissions. I might change some of the criteria to make it easier to find more submissions, but I'm trying to find a way to verify who people are and then pour a libation for them and have a quote from them. You see how I do it on the show. We do a biography of them, we do a quote from them, and then I respond to that quote from them, and hopefully it is something inspiring that'll get you started in your day. And I really appreciate your support. So make sure you go to the link in the description and click on the Google form so you can submit your own libation. All right. Now, friends, I want to make sure you are coming to Watermelon Day. We are 17 days away from Watermelon Day, August 5th, 2023, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is our annual celebration of summertime, watermelon, and everything red, black, and green. It is a family-friendly event. Make sure you come through to Sankofa Video and Books at 2714 Georgia Avenue Northwest. That's in Washington, D.C. There will be free watermelon. All right. Now, make sure you are also, if you are able to, this is a completely free event. I've been doing this, funding it myself for the last 15 years, but I would love your help planting a seed in what we do here at notarapper.com, at babagatbars.com. I got this amazing artwork from James and Zudeka Terrell. They put together this multimedia artwork, and if you don't know more about them, you need to go to the description in this video and find out more about their artwork. We turned their artwork into a t-shirt that you can buy to support Watermelon Day 2023. This is an amazing image of these three little girls. Zudeka says they're in the back of their granddad's truck. This is the vibe that we're trying to bring to Watermelon Day. Just peace, love, red, black, and green, and just loving our blackness. So definitely come through, support that. Watermelon Day will be happening August 5th. All right. Now, we were talking about Diahann Carroll. I know her mostly from classic movie scenes, but I went back and I found some clips of her singing in some black and white, and I know she's a very accomplished singer as well. So I'm going to play this performance from
Miss Diahann Carroll.
Quiet nights and quiet stars, quiet chords from your guitar, floating on the silence that surrounds us. Quiet thoughts and quiet dreams, quiet walks by quiet streams, climbing hills where lovers go to watch the world below together. We will live eternally in this mood of reverie, away from all the earthly cares that bind us. My life was dull each minute until I found you in it, and all at once the happiness I knew became these quiet nights of loving you. La-da-dum, 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 la-da-dum. La love, quiet love, quiet love, quiet love.
That was Miss Diahann Carroll, the one and only Miss Diahann Carroll. And that is a great clip to show because she exudes that confidence she talks about that she attributes to her parents. So once again, pouring libation for Diahann Carroll. All right, now, so we have honored the ancestors. Now let's get into preparing the descendants. I want to highlight one of my favorite teaching artists, Mr. Drew Anderson. He was my first guest of another show that I do called Eat Educators and Artists Talk. He has been a teaching artist and a spoken word poet that I've worked with for 20 years now. And he has this thing called the 5 P's of presentation. All right. Let me make sure I have this set up for you correctly. In conjunction with One World Education, he put together this program called, let me make sure I got this right before I bring, I got it ready to go. Here we go. He's got this thing called the One World Education Academy and Challenge. Drew Anderson presents a core concepts video on the 5 P's of presentation: professionalism, pace, posture, projection, and poise. This is shot and edited by María Paula Góngora Salazar. And if you want more information about this, please go check out the link in
Projection,
the description.
pace, poise, posture,
Let's get it going.
professionalism. Standing ovations, that's what audiences give them. The P's make them clap. P's make them clap. The P's make them clap. P's make them clap.
That's cool, but I'm saying you already spoofed Nicki Minaj beats in the trap. Come with something else.
All right. My presentation. Projection loud, poise proud, speaking at just the right pace, and my posture straight and professional, you understand. These P's will make my speech so strong. 5 P's are on my mind, 5 P's are on my mind, 5 P's are on my mind. Posture, stand up straight, voice projection, watch my pace, I'm never stressed to impress the poise, professional presentation. 5 P's are on my mind, 5 P's are on my mind.
I mean, that's cool, but you know you already did way too much with Kendrick Lamar. Please don't kill my vibe. You're welcome to spoof something from beyond 2012, bruh.
Whatever, bruh.
Anyway, while this joker tries to write a rap about the 5 P's, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you about them. Now, the 5 P's of presentation are professionalism, posture, pace, poise, and projection. Now, the 5 P's won't make your speech, but they will make your speech better. Now, the first of the 5 P's is professionalism, and it's all about being prepared. It's all about making sure that the content of your speech is tight, that you practiced repeatedly, and that you arrive dressed appropriately for the occasion. Now, professionalism isn't just important in speeches, it's also important in various aspects of your life. For instance, job interviews.
Yeah, sorry I'm late for this job interview, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you know, you feel me? Anyway, all right, I'm supposed to say why I want this job, I guess pretty much because it's close to my house, you dig, and I heard y'all pay good, y'all pay pretty good. I could work with it. But by the way, y'all don't have me working weekends, do you? Because I can't be missing my football games, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, now let's try a different approach.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. I hope I'm not too early for the interview. I didn't want to inconvenience anyone, but I do understand from the job description that promptness is crucial for this position. Why would I like to work here? Well, it seems like a challenging environment. It's a place that will enhance my skill set, and it's aligned with my values.
Now, which one of these guys would you hire? Now, mind you, we're definitely not saying that you have to wear a suit to be respected. In fact, if you're really uncomfortable in the suit, then how unnatural you feel will come across in your presentation, and that affects your professionalism too. What we are saying is, know where you are and who you're talking to, and come prepared to fit the situation. The next P is projection. Loud and clear, bold and blunt, make the back feel like the front. It's important that your words are delivered with volume and spoken with enunciation, so that regardless of the size of the room or the quality of the audio equipment, the audience understands everything you're saying. Remember, you could have the best written argument in the world, but if your listeners can't make out what you're saying, it won't matter. Vote for me and there will be a home in every house, a positive amount in every single bank account, and yeah. Vote for me and there will be a home in every house, a positive amount in every single bank account. Now the next P is pace, and it has to do with how fast you speak. Now if you're like me, you might get a little excited, you might start talking real fast. But if you talk faster than your listener listens, you're just going to end up having to say everything again. Another thing about pace is you should vary it up to make your speech more stimulating to your listener's ear. Try saying the most important parts of what you're saying a little more slowly to help their importance sink in. Listen to how President George Bush varied pace for emphasis in his 1988 speech at the Republican National Convention.
And I'm the one who will not raise taxes. My opponent now says he'll raise them as a last resort or a third resort. But when a politician talks like that, you know that's one resort he'll be checking into. And my opponent won't rule out raising taxes, but I will, and the Congress will push me to raise taxes, and I'll say no, and they'll push, and I'll say no, and they'll push again, and I'll say to them, read my lips, no new taxes.
Spoiler alert, Congress did end up making him raise taxes.
Okay.
But the pace of his speech was great, though.
Okay, I'm going to stop Drew there. I'm going to have you go and check out the link in the description and finish the rest of that video. That is the 5 P's of presentation by Drew Anderson in conjunction with One World Education Academy and Challenge. I'm really excited because I feel like I'm getting the groove of what I want to be able to highlight on the show, and it's stuff like that, tools for you to use. So make sure you go check that out in the description. All right, now friends, let's keep this moving. So we've honored the ancestors, we've prepared the descendants. Now I've got one more video I want to play for y'all, and this is for me loving right now. I didn't know about this. I wish I could have been there when this happened. This is the slam battle between Slangston Hughes and Malpractice. Slangston Hughes from Baltimore and Malpractice from Washington, D.C. Slangston Hughes is a legend in the Baltimore and the national poetry slam scene, coach of the national champion youth slam team. And Malpractice, aka Malachi Bird, is the first youth poet laureate of Washington, D.C., and a frequent slam champion and battle rap champion. Now, all this is brought to you together by Words, Beats, and Life. This is called their compliment battle. It's part of the combine. I don't know if you know about the NFL combine, when they check all your skills that you have in a particular that apply to football. This is where they check all the skills that apply to hip hop. Words, Beats, and Life is a wonderful organization, and this is a great example of me. Hold on, let me get the effect. Loving right now. Ooh, loving right now. I'm working on getting the effect down. So this is one of my favorite poets, two of my favorite poets, and one of my favorite organizations coming together to do a hip hop compliment battle. Let me get out the way the compliment battle. Here it goes.
We MC, so we should just MC with the rhythm and the words. That's what I'm saying. I mean, why should I even try? Your government name is Malachi Bird. They already know you fly. Wow. And your shoes is gold. That's the truth. Because everywhere you step, your presence increases the value. Wow. And guess what else? Princeton wasn't good enough for you. Now here's some real truth. I know your mom in real life. She's extremely proud of you for everything that you do. Because you're like the greatest. No one is better. I remember that poem we had about your dad in heaven and how he would drop down and feather. But here's a really deep thing. That feather is just the first process of your wings. Ooh. And that's happening right now. Literally right now. Your shoes were made of melted down halos because you flying on the ground. Now, I'm evil, but really it's evil. You turn up the polarity, reverse it, it's love. And brother, we're not supposed to touch, but I really just want to give you a hug.
I'm willing to put a band on it. I started to rap battle you with a wireless microphone, but 10 years ago you told me that if I had something to say, then I should stand on it. If anybody ever came for you, then I would be on stage with you, or I would be in the cut with you. In 2014, I had a severe neck sprain and ended up in the hospital. I never told you that was because I was looking up to you. It's a different type of situation, because you really one of my elders that's always been about unity. Because one thing about us is that you never let us be targets in the streets, but you always became a staple in the community. And that's when I realized that people get on stage and fake love, but you've been hyped. Like, I can sell out tickets to shows, but it takes a person like you to really make an event bright. So something like this is really different, and this is a battle I don't mind losing, because I know if you win this money, you're giving that money straight to your students. So what's different about this is that I will really go for you. It's crazy you set the precedent for us, but we will all really vote for you.
Time. You actually hosted that battle. Yeah. And I mean, even then, earlier today, it was.
I'm sorry, that was super dope. I had to put my camera on so you can see my reaction to it. So that was Slangston Hughes, Malachi Bird, hyping each other up in a compliment battle. Great way to tie in with what Drew was saying with presentation, speaking with confidence. Great way to tie in what we were talking about with Diahann Carroll, appreciating that her parents gave her confidence. Slangston even mentioned that about Malachi, and we all know Malachi's mom, and we know how much she loves and has poured into him. So I'm glad how this whole episode is tied in together. Friends, I had a wonderful time doing the morning announcements today. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe on YouTube, support the Patreon page. There's only one thing left for me to do, and that is to play the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing by James Weldon Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. Here we go. Friends, that was Lift Every Voice and Sing by James Weldon Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. I had a chord slip up at the end because I had a moment where I thought about something cool to do during this segment. And I love it and I hate it when ideas hit me because I'm not able to keep focused, but I was able to get through that song. Y'all seen me improve over this over the last 11 months. So thank y'all very much. That is today's episode. There are three things that I want you to do today. Honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, love right now. At the count of three, I need everyone to say peace, throw up the deuces, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace. See y'all tomorrow.
Hold it now, melody is sweet, the water is life. So every time we meet, I'ma give you a slice, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. I got the juice and plant the seeds. I reap the fruit and give you what you need, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. It's the watermelon man, reppin' red, black, and green. The county of PG sends you greetings from D.